Time magazine did another issue of one of their goofy People of the Year, and they named Angela Merkel as the Person of the Year. In fact, she is the first woman to be named Person of the Year in nearly 30 years. Okay, Merkel is notably the first woman to be given the overhyped distinction since 1986, when the Philippines president was honored. So it's nice that it's been almost 30 years and they finally switched things up a little bit. But honestly, okay, before we get further, who cares? Who cares? That's what I want to say about this. Like, this has been plastered all over the place. Everyone's talking about it. By the way, Angela Merkel, badass. She's a badass woman. I don't agree with her on everything, okay, especially with the way she handled Greece, to be honest with you. But at the same time, she is a powerful woman. She's been in charge in Germany since 2005. She is incredible. However, these magazines and they're like People of the Year and oh my God, look, it's goofy. It annoys the hell out of me. Okay, Time magazine is irrelevant at this point.
So it's funny because they come from a different world, right? In the old world, there was like a big deal, like who is Time going to name as Person of the Year? I can't wait to hit the newsstands and pick that edition up as soon as it gets there. Among younger people under the age of 35, when's the last time you went and bought a magazine at a newsstand? What's a newsstand? Right? So it's like we live in two different worlds, and they don't understand why we don't think this is a big deal. They're like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
It's the Time Person of the Year.
Yeah, and here's another reason why this story rubs me the wrong way. It has nothing to do with Angela Merkel at all. It has more to do with how they lead to the hype right before they release the issue. So prior to knowing who it was going to be, there were all these like rumors that were probably perpetuated by Time magazine about how Kim Davis was going to win Person of the Year. And then there's all this like outrage and people are upset and they're like, how dare they? They better not do it. And it's all just a way of getting us to talk about Time Person of the Year. I'm banning this story from this point forward.
From this point forward. All right.
Okay? No more Time Person
I
of the Year.
still can comment on
Unless
it.
it's me, then I'm going to talk about it.
Okay. Let me say this, though. By the way, do you want to know who won the online voting? By almost a landslide.
Anna Kasparian.
No, Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
Okay, he beat Malala Yousafzai by a 2-to-1 margin. She came in second. And Time magazine then put out the list of people that they were considering. He wasn't even on the list. They're like, you bothersome people on the internet with your Bernie Sanders. No, we're not considering him, okay? We're considering Trump. We're considering Putin, okay? Which, by the way, they should. They were very important people this year. That's true. And Merkel was huge. Her decisions in regards to Greece were enormously relevant. So it's not a bad choice. It's perfectly fine. I'm with Anna with the stop with the melodrama and the soap opera of who's it gonna be, right?
Yeah.
And it's always tricky. It's never the guy that they said it was going to be. Like,
Yeah.
here's our options. Psych, it wasn't one of them. Like, okay, I know. Here, okay, you guys all vote. Ooh, it's not the person you selected. Okay. So ignore that. But later in the year, we'll have the real award, Turk of the Year.
Oh my God.
Now, that matters.
We're guilty of the same thing, aren't we?
Totally.